And we are here now with Coach Rodrigue after the Owls get the 6-4 win on senior night and also finish the home season at 7-3. So how was it being able to come all the way back and do it tonight?
That was great. I mean, we thought the boys played pretty well for most of the game. Obviously, the early season challenge of taking too many dumb penalties, came back a little bit. But overall, we thought our guys played a really good game, and I think we were frustrated that we were chasing the goal. I mean, to come back 4 different times is show some resilience and some grittiness, which is great. I just wish we had made it a little easier.
Awesome. You just touched about coming back 4 times.
Yeah.
What was the message for your guys in the locker room and moving forward on the bench, like to keep them in that game, keep them in that fight?
Yeah, each time the guys thought they were playing really well. Like across the board, we thought we were playing really well. We scored a couple others, right, that that weren't counted. So the boys felt like they kind of had a handle on the game the whole time, which is I guess it feels nice that the group is maturing a little bit. That even being down 4-3, halfway through a third period, like the guys felt okay. They're like, we're going to be fine here. So so that was good.
You guys started Will Sloan, one of the seniors on this team, of course, member of the club team as well for a while. How did you think he played tonight?
Yeah, we thought he was good, except for that 4th goal, right? I have no idea what he was doing, and obviously we'll talk about that with him at some point. Yeah. He's going to hate that, but that's a tough game to get engaged in, right? Because we were out shooting them pretty badly for good stretches, and they really didn't have a lot of pressure going at different stretches. It's hard to stay engaged. They've got the one really good line, and people will look at us and say, well, you guys have got one really good line, which is true. I think we have a more complete roster. I think we have a little bit more depth of scoring, and in their case, they had the one line that's super dangerous, and then otherwise, so when you're a goaltender, it's tough to stay engaged in that game. And when our guys are playing well and possessing pucks at the other end for long stretches of time, it's hard to stay fresh.
So you guys have 2 more games, both against the same team.
Yeah.
Other than winning, what do you hope to see out of your guys going down there in this final little road?
Yeah, so, I mean, obviously, we like to see if we can travel well again. Like I actually thought we did okay in Buffalo with that outdoor game. It was an amazing experience, but you still, when you go that far, you want to come out with points, right? So I think that's the key for us is, how do we travel? And when I say how do we travel, like honestly, the travel piece of it we do really well, but what's the on-ice look like? Are we good? And so that's the thing that we'll be looking for is just, which guys can be gamers on the road. 2 nights in a hotel is different than 1 night. It's still a 5+ hour ride for us. So, we'll be looking at that. And, we've talked a lot about wanting to play a mature, patient game. I'd like to see us let the puck do the work a little bit more. I think tonight, our guys felt like man for man, we were a little bit stronger than they were. So a lot of guys started, going off and doing their own thing a little bit. And there was a lot more taking guys on one-on-one than we want to see. We'd like to let the puck do some more work. So, when you've traveled 5 hours, you spend a night in a hotel, you let the puck do some work. So I think that's going to be a key message for us this week in practice, and then when we head out there.
Obviously, it's a long ways away, but next year you guys will be in the LEC.
Yeah.
And, we've already seen some interesting matchups this year with some future LEC teams. Yep. But what are you looking forward to the most about being in a conference next year?
Yeah, I think there have been times when we've played other teams where we felt like the game didn't matter to them as much, because they're non-conference games. So sometimes, they're using guys that they're not getting in all the time, and there doesn't feel like there's quite as much on the line for them. For us as just this kind of upstart group trying to get things going. We, our guy, like you could see, I think tonight was an example, right? Like our guys were still hungry and aggressive late in that second half of the third period made a big difference for us. So I think our guys are going to have to get used to that adjustment that when points are on the line, every night matters, every game matters. And it's more than, we came back 4 times tonight. I don't know you come back 4 times in a lot of conference games, right? Because every shift matters, every pass matters, every turnover matters. So I think that's the thing for us is we just expect that it's going to get a lot tighter. And, it's a similar schedule. We've played some really strong teams this year. We've played a lot of teams that we think we're right on par with. I think that's going to be the same next year. It's just going to be like the intensity will be higher for all of our opponents in all those games. So that's that's the thing that our guys have got to load up for, basically.
Is there one team you're looking forward to playing the most in the LEC?
Yeah, I mean, obviously Plymouth is the thing, right? Coach Russell's a good friend of mine, and I think they're looking forward to it. We're looking forward to it. I think probably most of the LEC is looking forward to it. Keene-Plymouth is a great rivalry. And, Plymouth has been the class of the NASCAC, so I think there's expectations that they should be the class of the Little East right out of the gate. So, we're looking forward to see. They've got a great roster, and they've had great success. They're a well-ranked team. So we're just really looking forward to it.
I have one more question for you, kind of a fun one. Four Nations face-off is tonight, USA versus Canada. Will you be watching the game?
We are 100% watching the game.
And who are you backing?
It's going to be USA.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you,
for sure.
We appreciate your time, Bobby.
Canada's power play is lethal, but USA's better in goal and better on D.
Awesome. Thank you. We always enjoy you up here in the booth.
Awesome.
Thanks,
Thanks,
so
guys.
much.
Thanks so much this season.
Thank you.
Appreciate
Yeah.
it. Yep.
I remember writing in the 2nd grade that I wanted to be a teacher, and I always knew that I was going to be a teacher. I started school a year early, and it created challenges for me because I wasn't able to pick up material as fast as the other students. Outside of school, my jaju would quiz me on my math facts and read with me. It showed me that even though I had challenges in school, there were still people who wanted to help me. In high school, I knew I had to work harder than everyone else to get the same results, but I had teachers that would help me in subject areas outside of their own because they could relate to how I felt. The way these interactions with my jaju and my teachers made me feel while I was learning is the inspiration for how I'd like my students to feel. I'm able to build relationships and be vulnerable with my students when they're struggling because I've been in their shoes and I know exactly how they feel. Being able to relate to them from my own experience has become a massive asset in becoming a teacher.
Looking for a new car? It's time to visit New Car Nissan of Keene. 600 new Nissan cars, trucks, and SUVs are available right now. Plus, New Car Nissan of Keene has the most competitive prices. Every new Nissan comes with New Car's complimentary 20-year, 200,000-mile protection plan. Drive worry-free for many miles to come. Visit New Car Nissan of Keene today and discover why everyone loves a new car.
Keene State Athletics on the Owls Media Network is brought to you by the New Hampshire Army National Guard. Visit nationalguard.com/NH or call 1-800-GO-GUARD. New Car Nissan of Keene, your premier new Nissan and used car dealership near Keene. Discover the new car difference. American Steel Fabricators, visit americansteelfab.com. Fenton Family Dealerships, the tri-state area's best selection of new and pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs, locally owned since 1986. Fieldstone Land Consultants, a professional engineering, land surveying, and environmental services company serving New Hampshire, Massachusetts, Vermont, and Maine. The Melanson Company, commercial and residential roofing since 1932. Engelberth Construction, we build relationships for life. Sullivan Tire, located on Winchester Street in Keene. We're always here to get you there. Noise Volkswagen, we look forward to guiding you on your Volkswagen journey. And by the Best Western Plus Hotel, located at 401 Winchester Street in Keene. So the Owls get the 6-4 win tonight on senior night. They wrap up a very successful home season here at 7-3. And it was so much fun getting to call the games all season. Thank you as well to you, Ryan.
Oh, absolutely.
Being on a bunch of games, it was a lot of fun.
Thank you very much for having me up here. You know, you are graduating, so this will be our last hockey game together. It's a little emotional for me, a little sad, but I hope to see you around town, you know, moving forward. But I really appreciate everything you can do, and you're got a lot of talent.
Thank you. Yeah, you as well. Definitely look forward to. I might get to do a few here and there next fall. We'll see. But
awesome.
Yeah.
I can't wait.
All right. Well, until then, thank you all so much for tuning in this season. For Ryan Otterson, for everybody else on our crew, for one last time this hockey season, signing off from Keene Ice, and we'll see you next season. The fight for the puck. Also not the worst thing for Keene State, though, trying to wind down the time. Sent in, a goal, and they do it! net goal from Corey Tamanis is going to put the game to bed. Would suspect this will be a win that Coach Rodrigue will be very happy with, especially for his seniors on this team. Final seconds tick away. Keene State has done it. 4 straight wins. They get it done tonight on senior night over Worcester State by a final of 6-4. And a nice comeback in the third period.
You have been watching a Keene State Athletics broadcast on the Owls Media Network. Please tune in to our next broadcast and thank you for watching.